Lebanese media reports Israeli strikes on 3 targets in the Bekaa Valley region of Lebanon, close to the border with Syria. It is noted that Israeli army carried out 3 strikes on the heights of Qusayya, a few kilometers from the border. The Israeli army announced that it had struck an infrastructure used to transport military equipment to the Syrian-Lebanese border. These strikes were carried out at the Janta border crossing, used to transport equipment via Syria for Hezbollah, in the Bekaa. The Israeli forces that invaded several border villages in southern Lebanon demolished houses and bulldozed roads on the outskirts of Hula, adjacent to Mays al-Jabal. Lebanese residents are still denied entry to the occupied area, which includes 62 villages. At least 4 fires are still burning in the state of Victoria as weather conditions in Australia are predicted to get worse on Thursday and Friday. Daryl Lord, a local resident from Moyston in the Grampians National Park, spoke to local media on Thursday explaining that the current weather made the situation tricky. "We've got fire to our north, so the northerly wind at the moment could bring that on to us. We've got fire out to our west, so a westerly could bring that. The southerly that they are predicting this afternoon, there's a lot of fire to our south, so literally we could cope it from any direction," said Lord. Victorian Emergency Management Commissioner Rick Nugent said in a press conference on Thursday that northerly winds are pushing some of the fires south of the Grampians, and it's also making it difficult for any new starts that occur across the state, which we've had a number of already. Communities and firefighters across Australia's second most populous state are bracing for potentially devastating wildfires. Fire chiefs have issued stark warnings to rural communities to delay travel or leave their homes and seek safety at shelters after temperatures reached 37 degrees Celsius. The largest uncontained fire burnt through 55,000 hectares in the Grampians National Park, but no homes have been lost. An emergency warning was issued by fire authorities for the small town of Mafeking, 260 kilometers west of Melbourne, at about 2 p.m. local time on Thursday. The Australian Broadcasting Corporation reported around 100 personnel from other Australian states are assisting firefighters in Victoria. Parts of neighbouring South Australia and New South Wales states are also on high alert due to the heatwave and elevated fire risks.
Oh, look, apprehensive. The proposed weather conditions are a concern. The problem is that it's unpredictable where and when, and that's the hard part at the moment. We've got fire to our north, so the northerly wind at the moment could bring that onto us. We've got fire out to our west, so westerly could bring that. The southerly that they're predicting this afternoon, there's a lot of fire to our south, so literally we could cop it from any direction. We've had time with extensive clearing and devegetating where possible. Obviously we've got a firefighting unit set up, rooftop spray systems on buildings, and just generally putting the cattle in the yards to keep all in the one area.
Today's temperatures in the north are expected to be between 38 degrees and 42 degrees, so extremely hot conditions, and in the south up to 40 degrees. We have strong gustily northerly winds at the moment, and that's pushing some of the fire south at the Grampians, and is also making it difficult for any new starts that occur across the state, which we've had a number of already. This will be followed by a change in wind conditions that will move across to the southwest, or more westerly and southwesterly, which again make it really problematic for firefighters with any of those existing fires. We have 4 existing fires at the moment that we are really concerned about. The Grampians fire has now burnt around 55,000 hectares. We know there's considerable environmental damage in the Grampians, but also into some of the interface there with private lands. We have fence damages, we have stock losses. We also believe some outbuildings and sheds have been damaged from the fires. We have no reports as yet of residential homes, but there are many residential homes in the bush areas on the edges of the Grampians, so I wouldn't be surprised at some point if we do have residential losses. Tomorrow will also be challenging because those westerlies will continue through the afternoon, evening and into tomorrow, so there'll still be some tricky fire conditions.